Good morning, everyone. It's D. Bailey. I hope everyone is well. I want to thank you for tuning in to the channel. This morning, I want to talk to you guys about why I became a fallen agent. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a licensed real estate broker, developer, father, community developer, and all those good things, blah, blah, blah. But today, I want to give you guys some insight as to why I failed as a real estate agent. Okay. First, again, I'm going to ask that you guys please subscribe, hit the like button, leave comments, and hit that notification bell. And if you don't mind, please share this video with someone that you know that could possibly benefit or would enjoy listening to it. All right. I'm not going to be super long today. I'm about to go into the office pretty soon and also go inside this store here and get me a cup of coffee. All right. So really quick, I mentioned that I'm a licensed broker. Just to take you back, don't get me wrong. Real estate is in my blood. Okay. I have not left the real estate profession. Okay. For me, real estate is definitely a way of life. And when I say real estate agent, I mean the practice of selling real estate for the benefit of a commission, and representing sellers and representing buyers. Okay. In other words, you guys call them realtors. And as a real estate professional, I don't refer to myself as a realtor because a realtor, agents know this. Realtor means membership in a national Association of Realtor Organization, which is one of the largest nonprofits that exists, and also by default belonging to a local realtor board, whether it be state, county. All right. So I don't refer to myself as a realtor. All right. I got my license back in 2018. Prior to that, I had worked as an investor. Participated in some transactions as an investor back in 2005. This is when wholesaling was actually non-existent to the average person. YouTube wasn't around, so it wasn't popular. Okay, worked some jobs in between then. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I've been a paralegal for about 20 years. Since I was 20 years old. I'm about 40 something right now, low 40s. So I've done some transactions in between time, worked as contracted floors, basically in the industry of, light rehabilitations in properties. Okay. All right. So me being a Marine, I was always taught to research and become a pro, or, learn the skills of your next profession or where you intend to go. And that's exactly what I did. So while working as a paralegal during that time, I've always studied real estate, the laws of real estate, me being a paralegal, the process, how it works. Just wanted to know the backdrop of it, not just the practice of it. Okay. I would always sit at my desk. In my spare time, I would go to Wikipedia, learn the common law of real estate. I would learn, how it worked in medieval times and all the way up until today. So life happens for me. So I eventually ended up getting my license in 2018. All right. Degree in political science and all this kind of good stuff. This is the lens through which I've always viewed real estate. So I ended up getting my license, had a family, married, had a son, ended up leaving corporate America and replacing my $40,000 a year salary in the first 6 months of practicing real estate. Ended up becoming $1 million producer, silver, bronze, productivity acknowledgments monthly. I was always getting, acknowledgments for top sales for the month within the, the brokers that I worked in. I'm not going to give the name of that organization. So I began working, doing my best, doing very well, standing out. Noticing the corporate culture of the firm, the brokers that I was working with, became feeling like a job. I didn't quite enjoy it. I was doing well. Again, because of the lens through which I view real estate, I started noticing, a lot of my clients were first-time home buyers, new to real estate. I end up, again, of doing very well. Started noticing, became frustrated with the idea that every client or customer that I work with, it was convincing to buy a house for the purpose of a commission, knowing in my heart that that was not why I was ultimately encouraging these people to buy real estate. My website reflected that. Own Atlanta Now, from the research that I did as a being a political scientist by trade, degree in political science. Me encouraging my clients to own Atlanta now before it's too late. And if you look back from where we are now, you'll see why I did that. Study of the population here in Atlanta, the inventory here in Atlanta. This is why I pursued it from the angle that I did, again. All right. So I would notice phenomena like, working with the buyer, young lady, when a lot of cases had their stuff together, had their loan together, good credit. For example, that would be a boyfriend tagging along that, would be jealous of a well-dressed agent. As an agent, you're spending a lot of time with your clients. And although I was married and having, she would be alongside me, there was always this figure, this negative force influencing the transaction. Okay. That was just an example. There were clients that was always skeptical of, although they come to me to purchase a home, there was always this level of, or this degree of skepticism of this person conning them into buying a house. This person, this well-spoken, articulate person talking, running circles around them, talking, convincing them to buy a house. All right. And to a degree, as agents, we work for a living. We put so much energy and effort into the transaction. We are looking for a return. But at the end of the day, the idea of purchasing that house was for the benefit of them. That was a part that was, always disregarded. All right. It's almost similar to someone, basically someone's concerned about your benefit, although they're getting a benefit as well. And that's something that has always bothered me. Okay. So these are the stressors of working as a, realtor, which ultimately contributed to my decline. Not the sole purpose, but one of the reasons. All right. Me being again, based upon the lens through which I saw real estate, I wanted to grow. I wanted to be at the top of my profession. I began pursuing my license as a real estate broker, all right, which requires more training, more experience. I ultimately acquired that, those requirements, end up getting my broker's license in Florida, first becoming an agent, a salesperson in Florida, getting a brokerage license in Florida, came back to Georgia, continued practicing here in Georgia, and then ultimately got my brokerage license here in Georgia. And subsequently, I ended up opening a real estate brokerage, okay, on a smaller scale. And for those of you that don't know, when I say brokerage, your Keller Williams, your EXPs, these larger brokers, that is a brokerage, okay, which requires experience and skill and more training. Okay, so I end up getting my brokerage license, opening a firm, and stepped into the position of a managing broker, which required ongoing recruitment. And when you step into that role, your positions as a producer, or even your time as a producer, takes the back seat. Okay, there's There's a direct relationship between being productive as a salesperson or agent, or what you guys call realtor, and becoming a broker. One is going to take the back seat. And naturally, my position as a realtor or agent took a back seat. All right. So again, based upon that, life, going through a domestic transition, contributed to why I end up, my career as a realtor end up declining. All right. And again, just to be honest with myself, I felt it coming. I no longer had the passion for it, for working with, first-time home buyers. Not to say that I won't do it or I don't continue to do it. It's just there's more to having a real estate license than just working with home buyers. Okay. And, to be honest with you, HGTV and all these, fads and trends contributed. Another thing that contributed was the fact that, I don't know if you've noticed the fact that a lot of agents, they receive a lot of validation from the suits and the ties. It becomes a point where for a lot of agents, they're defined by saying that they're an agent, and the public looks at them and the public contributes to that. All right. Me personally, I have a strong personality, strong identity, and me working as an agent was not defining for me. All right. I knew who I was outside of selling real estate, wearing that suit. There was so much more that I offered to the profession, and I just wanted to naturally pursue those things. And here I am right now. I don't regret it. I'm just, letting you guys into where I am as a person, letting you know where I'm right now if you're new to the channel. Okay. If you like, you can go over to my professional profile, D. Bailey & Associates Realty. I still operate. I'm not as active as I would like to be, but there's some things that I'm working on right now I would like to have worked out before I come back and, be better for the public. Okay. So yeah, guys, that is why I became a fallen agent. Okay. There are statistics out there, I think developed by the National Association of Realtors, that state that the average agent's career is about 5 years in span, and there are about 2 transactions per year. I far exceeded that. I am on like the 5-year decline, but again, real estate is in my blood. I'm not leaving the industry. I'm not leaving the field. I'm taking a step back and deciding how I want to come back and utilize my license as a licensed broker. All right. So if anyone out there who's, considering getting licensed, that are licensed agents, could use some insight into the field, would like to know how to approach the field to be better, how to maximize your license, how to optimize your license, reach out, let's make contact. I would be glad to serve as a mentor to you and just offer some input. Okay. I hope this video helped, guys. It's D. Bailey. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.